Hello and welcome to LawSikho. Let's talk about top 10 news developments for the day under 2 minutes for judiciary aspirants. And first of all, we talk about the national news. Now at the outset, let's talk about the announcement of dividend by the Reserve Bank of India to the Government of India. So recently, the Reserve Bank of India, it announced rupees 2.69 lakh crore as the dividend to the government for the financial year 25, driven by the US dollar sales and the interest income gains. This substantial payout, which was approved at the 616th board meeting of the Central Board of Directors of the RBI, it is going to help the government manage fiscal challenges among other benefits. Moving on, now let's talk about one of India's largest public sector life insurer. We're talking about LIC. So it has recently been awarded the Guinness World Record for selling the highest number of life insurance policies in a single day. Thirdly, let's talk about the sports corner. So we are talking about the ISSF World Cup. So recently, Tejaswini of India bagged the gold medal in the women's 25-meter pistol event on the final day of the ISSF Junior World Cup to help India clinch the top spot in the medal, standings or tally ahead of the fellow powerhouses, China. Another sports-related development. So the Union Sports Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, he recently announced and declared during the Rising Northeast Investor Summit 2025 in New Delhi that the Khelo India Northeast Games will be hosted annually, rotating among the 8 Northeast India states of our country. Now let's talk about a very important development. So we're talking about Kush. He has ensured a landmark achievement for Indian motorsport by becoming the first Indian driver to win the Formula 2 race, securing victory at the Monaco Grand Prix sprint race very recently. Next, the Ministry of Railways, it recently approved the launch of a new train service between Agartala and Tripura and Guwahati, ASEAN. Now let's talk about the Ministry of Panchayat Raj. So the concerned ministry, which is that of the Panchayat Raj, it recently organized a 2-day Writeshop on rolling out of Panchayat Advancement Index version 2.0 for the financial year 2023-2024 in New Delhi. Now let's talk about the extension of the tenure of the chairman for DRDO. So the tenure of Dr. Samir V Kamat, who is the Secretary of Department of Defence Research and Development and the Chairman for the Defence Research and Development Organization, it has been extended by a year by the central government. Next, we talk about Gujarat. So Gujarat has become the 24th state overall, including states and union territories, to achieve 100% railway electrification, marking a significant achievement in India's green transportation mission. And on that note, let's talk about the top international news developments for the day. First of all, let's talk about a meetup in the Southeast Asia. So the Southeast Asian leaders, they recently met or held their first ever summit with China and the 6-member Gulf Cooperation Council as they seek to insulate their trade-dependent economies from the effect of steep tariffs which have been imposed by the United States of America. This meeting, it was held in Malaysian capital Kuala Lumpur. Now let's talk about an interesting development. So there is a neutral zone between Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. So oil has been discovered after 5 long years here. Let's talk about this development. So Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, they discover oil in their neutral zone after 5 years. And neutral zone, which is also called the partition zone, it is essentially an area of 5,770 square kilometers between Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Here both the countries, they share rights to oil. And lastly, for the important day, the day concerned is the International Biodiversity Day. So this is observed annually on 22nd of May, and the theme for this year is Harmony with Nature and Sustainable Development. So that's all we have for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe until I see you tomorrow.